And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. Don't mind the orange hair, by the way. It's mainly meant for a costume. And also, if you see me, wince throughout the read, it's because I had a back injury earlier this week. We're still working through it. What you see is going to be your first and last for the month of November. And as we move out of October into November, what is new, what's ending, what are some conclusions we're having, and that is represented by the aces and the tens, top and bottom, respectively. Of each element, water, earth, fire, and air, the aces being new opportunities and ventures, new ideas, or renewal, depending on the context. And for the 10 spaces, conclusions, culminations, endings, understandings, things more oriented towards that nature. As a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it gets difficult, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, would never purposely misguide you. That's not why I do this. I'll sit with you through the good and the bad, if the bad even comes up. So follow along with me in your read today, Aquarius, first and last of November. And yeah, let's see what the cards say. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Cups for Aquarius in the first and last read month of November. Let's start with emotional fulfillment. What of the Ace of Cups for Aquarius in their read today? Well, I drew both. I was eventually going to get to them, but yeah, sounds about right. First, Nine of Swords, nightmares and anxieties, and Seven of Cups, the notion of possibility opening. What couples these two coinciding ideas? Temperance, card of Sagittarius. So what's bringing you emotional fulfillment? The very thing that's bringing you anxiety and fear, right? When I see the Nine of Swords touching that Seven of Cups, if we're so afraid of possibility, then that also indicates we want it to be fixed, right? Whatever situation you're going through right now, Aquarius, you're hoping that time healed all, that eventually, that person can come around, the situation can be resolved. But even then, to even look at it is almost causing this stoke of flame of fear within you. And you're trying to reinterpret that as, okay, I wouldn't find any fear in it if I didn't have any personal stakes or involvement in it. So at least there's a level of honesty there, especially with that temperance. We're hoping that, okay, enough time has passed. Is this a possibility? Can these be fixed? And that's where at least from what I've seen so far in your read, hey, I'm good with that. That is what I'm going off of. That's enough for me. Okay. To the Ace of Pentacles, what of new opportunity that presents itself for Aquarius? Show us the cards we need to see, please. Define the Ace of Pentacles. Because again, having both nightmare vibes and also possibility under that Ace of Cups is a very interesting combination. It's a break. Could be bad shuffling, who knows? We'll get to that in a second. Having those in combination with each other, long story short, you're still hoping for it. So why do we feel so involved in something that we say that we're definitely afraid from? It's because you actually want it to go out in positive favor. Define the Ace of Pentacles within this read for Aquarius, please. Eight of Swords. Okay. And that definitely ties back to that. We'll jump into that in a second. Seven of Swords. Judgment. Yep. Okay. I'm going to put this down for a second because, again, this very much ties back to how the ace played out over here. So, Ace of Pentacles, that which represents new opportunity. Do we go for it? Do we not? First, we have the two minor arcana of the 7 and 8 of Swords. Now, I'm tying that back to that 9 of Swords over there, 7, 8, 9, in a sequential pattern. If the 9 of Swords under your emotional fulfillment said, I am terrified of this. This sparks a lot of anxiety in me. What's going to happen? Underneath your Ace of Pentacles, if you're saying that over here, that was emotional fulfillment, to the solid and actual possibility of this, what we're telling ourselves is that, with the Eight of Swords, a conclusion that we've come to, we may not like the answer with, so we're stuck with the notion of powerlessness. The Seven of Swords, coupling with the Eight of Swords, right? Both in a sequential pattern, that everything that I'm saying out loud might not be entirely truthful even to me. So putting those things together, we come to Judgment, the second highest of the major arcana. Are we going to be honest about what we actually think and feel about the situation, or are we going to pretend to be powerless, right? Going back to what the Eight of Swords means at the heart of the matter, it always is represented by somebody trapped in an open air cage of swords. Can they climb out of it? More than likely, yes. Will they get hurt on the way out because of the blades being so sharp? Also potentially, yes, right? The notion of powerlessness is not as cut and dry as it seems on the surface level, and that's why that Seven of Swords is coming out, because it's like, okay, we're not being totally honest about it. We're just saying what's convenient here. The Eight of Swords represents that the conclusions or the choices that we have thought we had to make, it's not entirely easy for us to even be honest about that. And if we're tying all that back to this Ace of Cups on notion over here, with the fulfillment of possibility of fixing things with somebody else, then it's time to, I don't want to say put up or shut up, because that's a very, judgmental kind of thing. And that's not what I'm trying to tell you right now, Aquarius. But we have to find it within ourselves to understand, why is this stoking so much fear within us? And more than stoking fear within us, why do we still want for it? Because if it was that simple that you said, oh, I feel totally and absolutely, obstinate, nothing can change, there's no point in this, then we wouldn't have saw the fulfillment next to our nightmares, right? So we're saying that our nightmares are trying to teach us something. Cool, understand that. Now, with the actual tangibility of that offer, it is time for you to take up the mantle of what to do with this situation. And if this is the answer that we're having, 8 and 7 of Swords, then the only person we're lying to is pretty much ourselves at this point. We cannot say we want this at the same time, even if it sparks so much fear, and then simultaneously pretend like we don't think about it. You do. Whatever the situation is, particularly with either this person or this group of people that you want to fix, it has been on your mind for a very long time. And that's fair. I want you to be kind to yourself in the entire process, but also understand all these feelings, all these emotions are coming up for you right now because, hey, maybe it's the right time to address it. You may be in a better position than you originally thought to try to tackle some of these issues. Otherwise, you would have never seen it as a hope of possibility in the first place. Going to the Ace of Wands. Define the Ace of Wands upon this reading. What is significant of the Ace of Wands for Aquarius' read today? What drives the spirit? Okay, there's a break. I'll make it simple. If it breaks again, I'll say the first thing that comes to mind. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Wands in this reading. Because remember, in the this style of reading, first and last that I do, it mainly pertains to an overarching theme for the month. But it could be for whenever you see this. It just meant for when you receive this message, how long would that particular message stretch out for? And the theme here, if we're saying that this is what we're doing for the month, this is what we're doing for our read, then what I would also suggest is why do we feel this way? And again, I'm biting my tongue on what's coming to mind right now, but we have to start asking ourselves the harder questions of why we don't want to admit to whatever's going on here. Okay, and to that Ace of Wands and today's read. 10 of Cups. I had a feeling it was coming out sooner or later. Basically what I was going to say, Aquarius, is that your fear is also the reflection of your desire. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. The notion that, yes, I'm willing to do the work to make this all balance out. Page of Cups. So I'm okay with being happy for now and understanding where I stand in regards to the situation. Yeah. The notion of all the powerlessness and all the, I don't want to say disingenuous, but all the surface level conclusions that we came to Aquarius over here, those were kind of self-defense mechanisms versus what we're telling ourselves on the inside, right? Because if we're saying it's worth going for, then it must be for a reason. And underneath that Ace of Wands, the fire of your spirit, it's also saying, hey, I feel this because I want this. At a base level, understanding, if there's nothing else to be understood, is that I wouldn't have so much, mental anguish and anxiety over everything going on in the situation unless I genuinely wanted that back in my life. Now it's time for me to sit with that and ask myself, what does that genuinely look like if it were to come back? To the Ace of Swords, your home element of air. What defines truth and by extension challenge for Aquarius in their read? There goes a break, and I refuse to believe at this point it's just me. I'm not the best shuffler all the time, but I'm not that bad at shuffling. Just want to put that out there. So those cards that we need to see, please, to find that Ace of Swords of Aquarius is real. Seven of Wands, and there we go. Now we're at least being honest. If we're saying that we are guarded towards what the truth is, then at least we're acknowledging, hey, I'm not exactly in the perfect position to accept all the conclusions that I've come to. That's honesty. Even when it hurts, Aquarius, you're doing the right thing. Because the things that you come to conclusions about, you're also saying, well, if I'm sparking this much anxiety within me, maybe I need to sit with that for a second. Cool, got it. Ace of Swords. Hierophant, the card of Taurus. But along with that defensiveness, I'm still drawn to it. And why? All the reasons spelled out over here. I want this to be fixed with this person in my life. Long story short, Nine of Cups. My fulfillment comes from addressing my defensiveness. In other words, what's going to make me the happiest is a thing that is the most hardest conclusion of making amends with whoever this person is to you. That is the thing that you're wanting for, you're desiring for the most right now, Aquarius. In this first and last read, is that whatever the situation, whatever you've coached yourself around about this, all those walls and those defensive mechanisms need to start crumbling down bit by bit. And what we're left with when we still entertain that possibility is that I want to fix things with you. Maybe right now I don't know how. I want to fix things of what this could be. Right now I'm trying to learn why I'm so defensive about it. In other words, we're trying to peel back the layers of the onion. And as we get closer to the core, understanding, no, this is what's going on. Otherwise, it still wouldn't be giving me so much mental turmoil trying to understand and decide what to do with it. Underneath it all, Two of Swords, confusion. But also the need to meditate, the need to try and understand what's going on here. Okay. Looking now to your 10, starting with that 10 of Cups. What defines harmony and purpose here within this read? So Aquarius, the cards you need to see, please define that 10 of Cups in your read today. To the 10 of Cups. You, Star, card of Aquarius. What is that significant of? I like that. I like that a lot. Two of Cups. And why the Two of Cups underneath the 10 of Cups? Three of Swords. And that makes sense. I knew something about the duality of emotion was about to come out here. I just didn't understand exactly what was going on. With that 10 of Cups, with the harmony of what you feel right here, right now, Aquarius, whoever you want to make amends with is getting more towards the side of an intimate partner reading. You want to make reconciliation with this person because you dream of deeper connection with them. right? And whatever has gone on between you and them in the past, you hope to make amends with. Are they still okay with that idea? Am I brave enough to even pursue that? The hope here is that you within yourself are able to decide what side of the fence you're on if this is actually a possibility between you and them. Okay. Yeah. And that makes sense because, again, going back to your beginning, there's way too much, mental gymnastics going on at the start of this read to say that, oh, I don't want this at all. That's not what's going on. In fact, you want it a lot. But to say that out loud also stokes the anxiety and fear effect within you because you're so worried that what we've done in the past is so unfixable that even if we were to sit across the table from each other, all expense paid dinner or whatever, like a date, we still wouldn't solve anything, right? So those are fears and anxieties going on within you because our deepest fears are reflecting our greatest desires with whoever you and this person is and what they mean to each other. Simple as that. To the Ten of Pentacles. Show the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ten of Pentacles within this read. What defines the Ten of Pentacles for Aquarius in this read today? King of Wands. Okay. The capacity to do right, but where right is. How so? Queen of Cups. When I look back at everything, I'm going to be able to tell myself I did the right thing. I showed the truest sides of myself, the most endearing, what I actually want and intend with this person, instead of pretending that, oh, everything is just fine and we're going to be awkward and nervous around each other. No, you're saying you want to fix that too. That's why that Queen of Cups is coming out there. Eight of Wands, direct communication. And so all this anxiety, all this buildup, we have to actually turn it into the tangible reality. We got to execute a plan. Let's talk to them again and try to understand what's going on. Because it's not doing us any good just to, take all these swords and take them out on ourselves. We're gaining nothing from it. To the Ten of Wands. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, to find the Ten of Wands in Aquarius' read today. First and last. What are the burdens that we choose to carry? Seven of Wands, still guarded, and is understanding very intimately that this is stoking such a deep level of fear and anxiety within you. I'm trying to understand why, but again, given the context of everything that's gone on the read so far, Aquarius, it makes perfect sense. You want this so bad, but the more it's like you're almost afraid to say it out loud because then you acknowledge, not only do I have stakes in the game, but I want this person to win with me. And what does that mean to even make up at this point? The Sun, everything. Why am I so guarded? Because it would acknowledge what goes along with that Sun, Hierophant card of Taurus, again, that this would make me the absolute most happiest in my life if we could fix things between each other. That's what's going on between you and whoever this person is that keeps on popping up in this read, Aquarius. You want to fix things with them. And I'm getting more of an intimate partner vibe. It could be, we broke up or stopped communicating at one point. But regardless, at the end of the day, I still want to fix things between us because I still see value in us together, not just me alone pretending that I don't see everything going on here. Okay, at least we're getting towards honesty. And towards the Ten of Swords, what are sharp conclusions that are made? Define the Ten of Swords within the read today for Aquarius. What are the cards that we can see, please, for Aquarius in this read? Nine of Wands. Whatever. And I'm only saying this because of the context of everything that we've read so far, right? Aquarius. And so please don't take this as being demeaning, but we got to call a spade a spade. Whatever efforts that we put in, the Nine of Wands, whatever efforts that we put in is going to be the result of what we get out. Are we going to, take the initiative to fix things with this person? Or are we just going to take all that energy, do absolutely nothing with it, and take it out on ourselves for why we didn't fix it? What we put in is what we're going to get out. Hopefully things change with time, but we got to be brave enough to try. Next, Knight of Swords. It can only be solved with intent of action. In other words, no debating about this. We've done enough debating. We opened up with a debate. But now, what do we do? What am I willing to do? Four of Pentacles, you're still holding on. Still seeing investment, still wishing, still hoping that things can be fixed between you two. Underneath it all, King of Pentacles, what's the right investment to make? I can tell at the very base minimum, if it's causing this much, mental turmoil within Aquarius, then we're putting the card ahead of the horse of saying, what would be the perfect ideal version of this versus what do I actually want from it? What you want from it is actually surprisingly simple. You want things to amend or make up with this person, particularly if it's an intimate partner, or potential intimate partner from the past. I'm seeing the notion of renewal all across the board. And you want to fix that. The right investment is to speak to that. You have to acknowledge that. And so the debate is going on, regardless of where you stand in terms of this person, Aquarius, is this the right investment to make? Well, my question, if it wasn't, would be, as your reader, as the things I've seen across the board so far, is if this wasn't the right investment, why do we think about it so much? Sometimes it is that simple, and we don't need to overcomplicate that. Next, define the major arcana strewn across the table for Aquarius in the read. We first look towards Temperance. What is the importance of hoping that things change with time between whoever Aquarius is defining as their person they need to talk to within this read? Show the cards that we need to see, please. Show Temperance. What is its significance within this read today? And so we start here. The Temperance, Devil, card of Capricorn. So I'll first preface this by saying what that means in combination, because it very much spells out the purpose of why the Devil's in the Tarot card deck. Pretending, no matter how much time has passed, that you have not thought about this, you have not reflected on this, you have not pondered possibility with this, pretending that everything's A-okay is racking your brain right now, Aquarius. It is. And so why we hope things have changed with time ultimately is because in the tangible material realm, we haven't really done anything with it. That's the first thing I'll call out. There's a lot of hope of communication, but in terms of initiative taken on our part, it's not entirely clear where we stand on that. Now, to what the purpose of the Devil is in the tarot card deck, Devil, in my opinion, and it doesn't simply draw on like the Judeo-Christian version of what the Devil means and its significance. The Devil in the tarot card deck represents a brutal honesty, because it is honest about the things we do not like about ourselves. And combine that with Temperance, oh, well, if I'm still dreaming of possibility with you, if it gives me so much nightmares and anxiety, it also shows that, yeah, I wasn't being honest with myself about my relation to you or what I wanted from this from the get-go, right? We've thought about it enough. We know enough about ourselves. We may not know exactly how this person feels, but it's everything that I wish I could have done better. It's reaching a boiling point within me right now. How do I deal with it? How do I take courage in trying to address this with you? That's what we're trying to debate. To Judgment, Five of Pentacles. Okay, the notion of being left behind. And so we do nothing, then nothing will ever be gained. And so with that new opportunity, because again, all that is under the Ace of Pentacles right here, with you and this person, Aquarius, is saying, hey, we either fix this, or all my worst nightmares about never seeing this person again, them getting the impression that I never want to talk to them again, they might actually come true. And I have to address my own anxiety, my own fears, put my big boy pants on, big girl pants on, big they pants on, and just saying, no, it's my responsibility to fix certain things. Now, what do I do with that? Because I don't want you out of my life. I'm too afraid to have you in it right now. It's just, that's honesty. That is very much honesty right there. Next, to the Hierophant, King of Pentacles. because I know all that, remember, is located under your home element of air. In truth, I know that this investment is worth it. Now I gotta decide how I'm gonna deal with all the hurdles within me, all those roadblocks to get there. Okay. Next, underneath the star, Six of Pentacles, a long-term investment. It would be the most fulfilling of me to at least try to bite back and fight back all of my fear, my anxiety, my anguish about this, in the hopes that we could get this right this time. Okay. To the Sun, the Tower. And again, that's why another card that gets such a terrible rep within tarot. The Tower represents sudden destructive force and energy. While you don't immediately say it out loud, I'm seeing an Aquarius is hoping from a Hail Mary from the universe to make you and this person almost clash and bump paths again, because at least we're talking to each other, right? May we be able to, like, almost like a whirlwind, may we be able to bump into each other at on the street, at a coffee stop, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. Can the universe come in and destroy anything in that pathway, right? Fair enough. Because that Seven of Wands that came out twice, one underneath that Ten of Wands, the other underneath your Ace of Swords, your truth. It is such a burden that I'm carrying right now that, again, I think we're dodging around the fact that we could probably just message this person, or we could try to take that initiative. But right now, we're too afraid to do so. And that's honesty. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just got to be there, right, Aquarius? And so it would make me happy to have this happen. But when we call for the Tower, understand the Tower is going to destroy a lot of things. So you're asking one thing to get out the way. It's going to destroy everything that's barring that path from you and this person. If you're saying that that's truly where your happiness is. Remember, the universe is always listening. And to the Hierophant, Ten of Cups. Because I keep thinking about it for a reason. I keep hoping for a reason. Keep reminiscing for a reason. It's all happening for a reason. I need to be honest about myself and to myself what that reason actually is. In resolution, the real cards of resolution for Aquarius in this read. What is held in the space of resolution for Aquarius in the read today? Oh, this is the longer one. In resolution with Aquarius, we hold this. Six of Cups. Yeah, this person still means a lot to you. The notion of a soul bond, the reminiscing of all that was or could be. And Four of Cups. I've been unhappy for a long time. And I think we're having a level of emotional honesty with ourselves about how this panned out between you and this person. Let that be your compass that guides you towards that truth. Underneath it all, Five of Cups. You are sitting with a lot of pain right now, Aquarius. And there's no other way to slice the dice or to roll it. Because again, I think our pain and our fear is pointing us exactly towards this person that you're trying to do mental gymnastics just to not have them on your mind or not try to deal with. It still comes back to the same point of, I feel that we messed this up. I don't know how to initiate reconciling with you, but I know that the answer comes from doing the same thing that I fear, which is trying to talk to you again. That's the easiest way I could put it, if we could sum up what's going on the board. Suffice it to say, hey, if you're getting all this energy and urge to go do that with this person, you're actually unintentionally manifesting them as well. That's just how it works, right? You want them back in your life. You're trying to do these gymnastics not to think about them. And then you're saying, maybe it might be easier. Can we talk this out? Well, then you're going to be given a way to talk this out because your happiness is summoning a tower. It's summoning a breakthrough moment. Now, what it breaks through along the way, that is going to be an experience. But suffice it to say, you're saying all of this anxiety and all this fear is not getting me anywhere. And it's no longer useful to me to just pretend like I don't know or I don't care anymore. I'm not too cool for school. I'm not. What about us? And yeah, that's why I see in your read today, Aquarius, this is definitely one that points towards a person. And for most of the Aquarius is going to see this in their collective. It's going to be about an intimate partner who you wish to make amends with. I hope that you do it right. That's what I see in the read today. I hope this conversation helped Aquarius. And yeah, it's tough, but it is very much doable. Otherwise, you wouldn't be entertaining the idea in the first place. Our fears can also reveal our desires if we allow them to. Take care, all right? I'll see you around.